Hi there, so today we're going to be doing a bridal headpiece just to show you a few ideas of working with trimmings and just how you can apply them onto your piece. So we're going to just be kind of doing a slightly different shape from the teardrop and from the circular. It's just more slightly oval, so the shape can be really nice onto the crown of the head. So I'm just going to show you just a few little ideas of what you could do with it. So today we're going to do kind of a vintage style piece. So we're just going to be working with, I brought up a few trimmings so you can see all the different ideas you can do. Some of them have like a lace edge where you can almost pleat it into the piece. Others then would have much more ribbon effect, so that you would have to build this up in layers to keep on hiding your stitching the entire way around. There's a lovely little trim here as well that I saw this morning, which is really nice. It has the pearl detailing put onto it already, and if you want you could go a plain one and you could add all the pearls and beading which are available upstairs in the arts and craft floor. You can buy lovely little tubular ones with all different amounts in them and different size beads, and you could apply all of them onto it. You can start if you want to the entire way around just to get the exact positioning of how you want it to sit. But I'm just going to loosely tack it on today just to give you an idea how it works. And you could use either invisible thread or you could use a thread the same colour as your piece. I'm just using the thread the same colour as the piece, and I've just doubled up the thread and I've tied the knots into the end because it just makes it that bit more secure. Now, so once you have your starting point, all you can do is you're just going to run a tack stitch along. You could probably do it on both sides if you want to. If you wanted to as well, you could bring the lace over the edge if you just want to give it a nice little finish and curl it in some more. Today I'm just going to stitch it onto the piece. Now I'm going to start on this side and work my way around, and then afterwards, if we need to bring this to sit it flat, I'm going to show you then afterwards how to do that. So I'm just lightly going to tack. If you could do your stitching just a bit closer than what I would be doing it, just to secure it on, and also it'll look tidier from underneath. Just for time restriction now today I'll show you how to do it quickly. So you can see, because the trimming isn't curved, you can see what's going to happen is it's going to start to curl because of the fact that you haven't gathered it anywhere. But we can sort that out afterwards as well. Sometimes it's nice to leave the lift on it if you want. Also, I've decided that we're going to put the point to the top on my one, whereas you could do it with the base to the top if you wanted to, and if you're using the brooch detailing you'd start from the end rather than from the top. Also, when you brought your trimming right around to the other side, if you wanted to, you could actually do a design feature into the centre, and at this point you could bring it around and start curling it in. Sometimes you see in pieces they might swirl it right into a little finish like this. Today I'm going to cut off that one because I want to do the large brooch into the centre piece and just show you, maybe using a few feathers going through it as well. Now, if you had your outfit, and if it is for your wedding dress, or if it was even for any other outfit and you want to do your piece, you could do this in a colour. You could bring in a contrasting colour to tone in with your shoes and bag if you wanted to, so you could do your base and your neutral tone and then use any other colour you wanted to bring into it. So you can see the trimming now has been put on the entire way around, but you can see it's lifting quite a bit, so that wouldn't sit properly at all if you were to do it there. And if you can buy a curved trimming, then that would be great as well, but sometimes you just have more variety in the straight ones. Now afterwards you can see maybe a few little stitches just to hold the edging down, but I'm just going to show you now when it comes around. So I'm going to come back up again through it, this time coming up towards the edge. And I know this is where my brooch is going to go, so I can pull as much of it as I want over here because you're not going to see any of that. So I'm just going to go into the trimming and just pull a bit of it in, so you can see I just sat that part flat down. And now I'm going to jump a large stitch, but I would recommend if you were doing it to come up and down a lot in through the piece just to make sure that it's nice and tidy. So I've come up once, and then before I go in I'm just going to pull it there and then just catch it and bring it back in again and down. You're just almost gathering your lace in. But once it all sits down and around, it's just going to have the effect that it's just curved the entire way around. Now, so that's just showing you the piece. Now, as I said, all of this will be flattened down. You could also have it curled up if you wanted to. So you've decided then which side your piece is going to be sitting on. You've left the side of the parting, and then we're going to have the rounded pointed side to the top, the rounded side to the end, and the more pointed side to the top.